Good morning, students. As we have already started the chapter polynomials, let us continue with that. In this chapter, you have already studied what are polynomials, types of polynomials, zeros of the polynomials, remainder theorem, and now the next exercise 2.4, which is based on the next concept, that is the factor theorem. So as the name suggests, the factor theorem is used for finding the factors. So let us see, if x plus a is a factor of the polynomial px, then the remainder will be p of minus a, that is equal to 0. Remainder theorem, you remember, if x minus a is a factor, then the remainder will be p of a. So here x plus a is a factor, so the remainder will be p of minus a, and that will be equal to 0. Second, if the remainder p of minus a equal to 0, then x plus a is a factor. So this concept is actually very simple. Last year also you have studied the long division method, where actually you are dividing a polynomial by another polynomial. So in that case, if the remainder is 0, so you are saying that the divisor is the factor of the dividend. Same concept is here also, but instead of using the long division method, what we are going to use the factor theorem here. Let us see the first question. Determine whether x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. So we have to check it is a factor. So we will take that factor equated to 0. So x equal to minus 1. So in place of x, we will put minus 1 and we will try to find out its value. So minus 1 whole cube minus minus 1 square minus 2 plus root 2 into minus 1 plus root 2. Minus 1 whole cube is minus 1. Minus 1 square is 1. So it will give you minus 1. Then minus into minus will give you plus. So this will remain as it is. Plus root 2. Minus 1 is minus 2 plus 2. And root 2 plus root 2 is 2 root 2. It is actually x. X plus x is 2x. Same manner, root 2 plus root 2 is 2 root 2. So this will get cancelled and will remaining with this. So since the remainder is not equal to 0, therefore it is not the factor. So answer will be no. So in the answer you have to write down yes or no. Now come to question number 2nd. It is also similar. Whether gx is a factor of px. You have to check for all the three whether gx is a factor of px. So we will take gx equal to 0. So x will be equal to 3, and now we will find out the remainder p of 3 by using the remainder theorem there. So in place of x we are putting 3 cube minus 4, 3 square plus 3 plus 6. It will give you 27, 9 into 4 36, and 27 plus 3 plus 6 will give you 36, minus 36 will give you 0. So here the remainder comes as 0, therefore we can say gx is a factor of px. Now question number 3rd, find k if x minus 1 is a factor of px. So actually we are using now the factor theorem. So x minus 1 is a factor. So px is given as this. If x minus 1 is a factor of px, then the remainder p of 1 will be equal to 0. This will be equated to what? 0, and x will give you 1. So p of 1 will be equal to 0. So in place of, first we will find out the p of 1 like this. In place of x we are putting what? 1, and that will be equated to 0. So it will give you k equal to minus 2 minus root 2. Question number 4th is factorize. So you can see the degree of that polynomial is 2. So it is quadratic. So when the degree is 2, it will be solved by using the splitting the middle term. Splitting the middle term we have already studied in class 8th. Let us revise one more time. So here 12 into 1 is 12. So product should be 12. And the sum should be the middle term, that is minus 7. We will find out the factors of 12. Factor of 12 is what? 4 into 3. So 4 into 3 or minus 4 into minus 3 will give you 12, and minus 3 plus minus 4 will give you minus 7. So proper factors are this. So common from these two terms, again common, then this whole bracket will get common and remaining will be 4x minus 1. So x equal to, this will be equated to 0 and this will be equated to 0. So x will be equal to 1 upon 3 and this will give you what? 1 by 4. These will become the zeros. These will become zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomial, but the factors will be this. Factors will be this. This will become the zeros of the polynomial, which we have already studied. Now, question number 5th is of factorize, but you can see the degree of this polynomial is 3. The highest power is 3, therefore the degree is 3, and the polynomial will be a cubic polynomial. Degree is 3, therefore it has 3 factors. So first thing, to arrange the polynomial in the standard form means reducing power of x. So x power 3, then x power 2, then x power 1, and then the constant term. Now we will see the coefficient of x cube is 1. So 1 into 20 is 20. So we will find out factors of 20. Factors of 20 are plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 4 and plus minus 5. Now the question will arise is that why plus and minus both? Because minus 4 into minus 5 will also give you 20. And plus 4 into plus 5 will also give you 20. So therefore we need to consider both the signs. Now here the degree is 3, so it will have 3 factors. We will try to find out at least one factor by using the factor theorem over there. So the easiest thing, you can see that all the signs are positive. That means plus 1, plus 2, plus 4, plus 5, plus 10 and plus 20 all are not going to give you the polynomial turning to 0. So we will check with the negative value. To reduce the time, we will check with the negative value. So p of minus 1, so in place of x we are putting what? Minus 1. So minus 1 whole cube plus 13 into minus 1 whole square plus 32 into minus 1 plus 20. This will give you minus 1. This will be plus 1 into 13 and plus 32 into 1 will give you minus 32 and plus 20. Same sign, number will be added. So minus 1 minus 32 will be minus 33 and 13 plus 20 will give you 30. This will give you 0. So polynomial is turning to 0. So x will be equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1. So this will go to this side. So it will become x plus 1 is a factor of this px. So by putting all these factors, we have to check by putting plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4 every time. But in this case, only by p of minus 1 you are getting one factor. If you are not getting by p of minus 1, then you have to check by p of 2, then p of 4, like that. But I told you here all the values are positive, all the signs are positive. So no need of checking with the positive, check with the negative. Similar wise, you can check with p of minus 2 also, minus 4 also, minus 5, like that. But another method is there. Once you got the factor, one of the factor x plus 1, so we can divide the given polynomial by one of the factor. And here we have used the long division method, which we have studied already. So x into x square will give you x cube, then 1 into x square will give you x square. Below the x square term we have to write down, change the sign, cancellation, 12x square plus 32 plus 20 down. X into 12x will give you 12x square, 1 into 12x, 12x. Sign change, cancellation, 32 minus 12 is 20x here. Then x into 20 will give you 20x, 1 into 20 will be plus 20, sign change, cancellation, remainder will be 0. Here you need to note that every time the remainder will be 0 when you are finding the factor. If it is not, then somewhere you have done the mistake. because once you got the factor, therefore the remainder here should also be equal to 0 every time. So now dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus the remainder. Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus the remainder. This we have already studied. Now putting the values here, solving this bracket by using the splitting the middle term. So factors of 20 is 10 into 2 and 10 plus 2 is 12. So 10x plus 2x will be the middle term. So common x and x plus 10 and plus 2 is common. So x plus 10, this plus x plus 10 is common bracket and remaining will be x plus 2. So I told you as the degree is 3, therefore it has 3 factors. First is x plus 1, x plus 10 and second is x plus 2. There is a multiplication sign in between all the 3 factors. So seeing the degree, we can see that how many factors it will have. So we have studied how to factorize a polynomial with degree 2, that is by using the splitting the middle term, and how to factorize a polynomial with degree 3. I hope today's concept is understood by everyone. Thank you.